Listen up, Kansas City Chiefs faithful, because what I'm about to tell you is going to blow your mind and change everything you thought you knew about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. You think you know this story? You don't know jack. Hit that subscribe button right now because you're not going to want to miss a single word of what comes next. And I guarantee you'll be sharing this with every Chiefs fan you know before this video ends. I'm calling it right here, right now. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are getting married. You heard it here first, and when that engagement ring hit social media, remember who told you so. But that's not even the craziest part of this story. What happened last Saturday at Arrowhead Stadium with Caitlin Clark changes everything about how we see this relationship, and I'm about to expose the truth that nobody else is talking about. You see that subscribe button? Smash it, because mainstream media is feeding you garbage, and I'm serving up the real deal that's going to make your jaw drop to the floor. Caitlin Clark. Yeah, the WNBA superstar who can sink threes from half court. She got the VIP treatment at the Chiefs vs. Texans game, and what she witnessed in that luxury suite will make you question everything you thought you knew about Taylor Swift. Clark walked into that VIP box thinking she knew who Taylor Swift was, but what she saw turned her entire world upside down. I was completely blown away, Clark said, and those weren't just polite words. This wasn't some casual celebrity meet and greet nonsense. Clark described Swift as becoming a completely different person during that game. We're talking about a transformation that shocked even someone as composed as Caitlin Clark. Picture this. Every single play, Swift was jumping up and down like her life depended on it. When Travis made a catch, she exploded with joy. When he got tackled, she went dead silent, hunched over like someone had stolen her championship ring. But here's where it gets insane, and this is why you need to share this video immediately. When the Texans scored that touchdown, Taylor Swift didn't just get quiet. She went into full emotional shutdown mode until Travis scored his game-changing touchdown. Then she released every ounce of accumulated energy like a dam bursting. This isn't casual dating behavior, people. This is ride or die all in. I'm planning our wedding level investment. Clark couldn't believe what she was seeing. A global superstar who's performed for millions was getting more nervous about football plays than she probably gets before stepping on stage at sold-out stadiums. That's not normal celebrity support. That's love with capital letters screaming from the rooftops. And if you think that was intense, wait until you hear what happened after the game. Don't you dare scroll away without subscribing first, because this next part is going to make your head spin. After that Chiefs victory, when most normal people would be heading home, Taylor Swift dragged the entire crew to continue the celebration. We're talking about partying until the early morning hours at a Kansas City bar with its own DJ. Clark, who usually rests early after games because she's a professional athlete, found herself swept up in Swift's energy vortex until dawn. The bartender told sources that Clark looked absolutely shocked, not by the partying, but by how the Chiefs players were still celebrating after going through an exhausting, brutal playoff game. Here's the kicker that proves Taylor Swift is in this relationship deeper than the Mariana Trench. She was tipping the staff at Arrowhead Stadium with $100 bills. $100 bills. That's not showing off for cameras. That's someone who considers Kansas City her second home and wants everyone to know she's here to stay. But the most telling moment. When Clark was about to leave early, Swift's group convinced her to stay for the full celebration. That's family behavior. That's, you're part of our crew now, energy. Clark officially became part of the inner circle that night. And that doesn't happen by accident. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Because I'm about to reveal the moment that confirms everything I've been telling you. The photo that broke the internet shows Clark surrounded by Travis Kelce's closest friends, all wearing matching black outfits that coordinated with Swift's expensive Chanel ensemble. This wasn't coincidence. This was planned integration. Swift made sure Clark felt like family from minute one, and that level of intentional inclusion screams long-term commitment. Watch the viral footage of Swift and Clark interacting during the game. Pay attention to Swift's body language when she's talking to Clark with her hand covering her mouth. That's not small talk about the weather. That's intimate conversation, sharing secrets, bringing Clark into the inner circle of information that only family gets to hear. The most explosive moment came in the fourth quarter when Travis caught that game-changing touchdown. Swift didn't just celebrate. She erupted like a volcano, leaping to her feet and hugging a visibly stunned Clark. But here's what nobody else is pointing out. Swift's celebration was more intense than Clark's. And Clark is literally a professional athlete who understands the magnitude of clutch playoff performances. That 49-yard gain in the first quarter sent both women into absolute hysteria, hugging and high-fiving like they just won the lottery together. You don't get that emotionally invested unless you're planning to stick around for the long haul. Swift's parents Andrea and Scott were right there in the suite alongside Travis's parents Ed and Donna. When both families are present for playoff games, that's not casual dating, that's merger negotiations. Share this video right now because your friends need to hear this analysis that nobody else is brave enough to give you. Clark admitted she's been a Chiefs fan since childhood, long before Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce became household names. People think I'm like a bandwagon Chiefs fan. I'm like, no, I was there before Patrick Mahomes and Travis. We were ride or dies. That authenticity is exactly what Swift respects, and it's why Clark got the VIP treatment from day one. The fact that Clark attended 2 of Swift's era's tour shows proves this friendship was building for months before going public. Swift doesn't randomly invite WNBA stars to her concerts unless there's a deeper connection happening.